1987. Not yet. 1993. A 10.
Pretty good shot to start with, but Monacelli, with as much experience as any player in the world today, as much confidence, and his physical conditioning never has to be questioned. Absolutely in perfect condition at all times. Has had a pretty good year, but hasn't put a win under his belt.
31 years old, back-to-back Player of the Year honors in 89 and 90. Only Earl Anthony has more. 3 in a row, 81, 82, and 83. Nice lazy four-pin.
Here's the break that actually put Walter in the winner's circle. The first game, he trips the 4 out with the 2-pin going to the sideboard. And Chris, you have to be loose and relaxed and have it all going. And he has had it going that way, and everything good is happening. I think those pins can tell if you're squeezing the ball, and they know Walter Ray is right on top of his game.
Okay. So, perfect way to begin with a double. Tonight's the night for action and adventure on ABC. First, Indy Tangles with Matahari in an all-new Young Indiana Jones Chronicles. Then, spend an hour at Country Estates in a new drama special. Then, the cops go on camera when a TV reporter rides along on the commish. That's all tonight on ABC. Striking the second frame for Amleto Monacelli. David DeAntremont pinfall practicing along with Bob Vespi.
Monacelli with that 5-step delivery that we're so familiar with has just a terrific leverage, takes the full approach. Good high push away. The key with Monacelli is watch his head. You see how steady look at those eyes are, just riveting the target. And he'll pull that left arm back as that ball comes through, and he never pulls that eye off the target. Very important.
Amleto, the third seed, doing a little body English, hoping the 10 will go. Won last year, the Choice Hotels event in Edmond, Oklahoma.
The man who has 18 300 games on the PBA Tour. He bowled 3 of them here when he won the tournament in 1990.
Winner of this, our second game, will meet Bob Vespi of Coral Springs, Florida, and then the tournament leader from Middleburg Heights, Ohio, Dave DeAntremont. Three-bagger with Walter Ray.
How can you slow Walter Ray Williams down if you're the opponent? You can hope he quits striking, hope he loses the lane, hope something goes wrong. But I tell you what, Monacelli has the kind of style that Walter doesn't like to bowl against. Nice, slow, methodical. Walter needs to get out the big lead.
Oh, the 5-time World Horseshoe Pitching Champion has put together 4 in the second game. He had 10 in his first match, which he won with a 267. You know, local artist, one of my favorites, Ted DeGrazia, has brought color to the Golden Pin Lane.
I'm on a GLP-1 journey, and I'm always looking for delicious, nutritious, and convenient meals.
Lanes, Walter Ray Williams Jr., after winning the first match, now has a 30-pin lead on his next opponent, Amleto Monacelli, at whom you're looking. He has a spare up shooting in the 4th frame.
Well, Monacelli, who's playing more of an inside line than the other players, got just too deep in the oil. The ball slid too far. He leaves the 2-8-10. Monacelli will slide right in this area, and his ball across in this area, where Walter Ray is out in this area. So you watch the shot, and the ball slides right on by.
And the open frame, what a dent that puts in Monacelli's game. We welcome now as our sideline reporter, 9-time champion Parker Bone III.
Thank you, Chris. I'm here with Bob Vespi. Bob, your first 2 titles came on synthetics. Will number 3 be a charm today?
Sure will. You know, if I win this title, I'll be in the General Tire Tournament of Champions, and I'd like to be at the inaugural term of that.
There you have it, Chris. I think he's on a roll. The first of 3 consecutive weeks on synthetics. Here we go.
Okay, thank you, guys. Amleto finally breaking up to 7-10. Look of despair.
I think Amleto had some words for that 7-10 as you see the head pin actually taking out the 10 pin. He hits light. The ball kind of rolls out. It quits its hooking, and the head pin comes around, knocks out the 10. What Amleto needs to do is keep the ball speed up. If you see Walter Ray, Walter's cut the hook down, playing more of an outside line and keeping the speed up. Well, Amleto needs to do that, or he will not be competitive in this match.
So that's a spade.
Now Walter Ray back up, shooting in the 5th frame. 4 in a row. Second match.
Oh, solid. Nice.
With a 9-pin, the string is broken.
We see the 9 pins so much more often than we did before. The reactive resin bowling balls, 3 pound, 6, 7, and 8 ounce pins, and synthetic lanes. The whole combination gives you tremendous hitting power.
Walter going to his spare ball, which he's just as successful with.
Walter has won the tournament in his last 3 appearances. Right now he's on a roll. He looks like he has Monacelli well in hand, but there's still 5 frames left.
In this match, you're watching 2 of the professional bowlers that have earned on the lanes over $1 million. Spare up. Or 7.
What's happening to Monacelli? Picture the oil in the lane
plan.
concentrated between the first arrow on the right and the first arrow on the left. And if you play too much in that oil, the ball either hooks too much when you get it wide, as it happened to Amleto here in the 6th frame, or it doesn't hook enough when you play down the center. So he's in trouble.
So that's a spade.
Monetarily this year has been slow for Amleto Monacelli standards. Here's his explanation.
I don't feel I'm in a slump. This is a sport you're going to have the up and downs. And this year I've cashed out 16 out of 19 tournaments. I'm 30 average. I don't feel really coming in a slump. I just got to win again and make the money back.
Okay, Amleto heading back to Barranquilla, Venezuela tonight. Okay.
And that's a fine. It's
Head pin to the sideboard gets between the 2, 4, and 7. Watch the head pin do the damage. Twist between, knocks out the 2. Amleto still has a little glimmer of hope.
Okay, we're in our second match at the Tucson Open, the 19th straight year that Golden Pins has hosted the PBA members. What's in and what's out. We'll be back after this.
Advised.
That's wild.
We can handle it. An unfamiliar route. And Google built-in compatibility.
Here is the tournament leader waiting for that final match. Dave D'Entremont, winner of 1 PBA title, going for 2. Will his opponent be Walter Ray Williams Jr. or Bob Vespi? Tomorrow on ABC Sports, IndyCar's best. They head to the shores of Lake Erie. Yes, the world's top drivers race for the checkered flag at the Cleveland IndyCar Grand Prix presented by Goodyear. Live coverage begins at 1 Eastern, 3 Pacific. That's tomorrow, ABC Sports. Next Saturday on ABC Sports, bowling's best. Burn up the lanes deep in the heart of Texas where it's hot. El Paso Open, 3 Eastern and Pacific. 2 Central on ABC's Pro Bowlers Tour. Walter Ray is in the groove.
Well, he just looks like he's playing with little kids that are non-existent out there. He just just mashing everybody. He just put away Amleto. You said he's going back to Barquisimeto. Well, he can catch an early fight because he's only got about 5 minutes of work left.
Going back for a rest, he said, also to see the house that his wife Teresa and her sister are building. Her sister is the engineer. Teresa, Amleto's wife, is the architect.
Well, Monacelli still has a chance for a 203 game, but a good lesson to be learned here for the bowlers. You have to play the lanes correctly to score well. Amleto is playing too far to the left, trying to play too big a hook and too little speed. And that combination gets him around the pocket, but you don't get any good breaks when you don't have the perfect combination.
And this 12-year veteran won the 1989 Tucson Open right here.
It's kind of difficult to make an adjustment in a match when your opponent has started with 4 strikes in a row, spare, and come back with 3 more. As you see Monacelli precariously close to the gray board, or the gutter as we saw. You see him going wide. We're talking about playing the wrong line. Here it is. He starts the 20th board out to the first, doesn't get back to the pocket.
Imagine a 61st television appearance for Amleto Monacelli. 13 PBA national titles. 56th appearance for this man. Nearly lost it at the line, nearly put it in the channel, but Walter Ray is tough.
You want to match up some things for Walter Ray. Right now he is 18 out of 21 strikes today, which is close to 90% strikes, and his average world record horseshoe average is 323 out of 350, which is 92%. If he strikes here, he'll be about 92% in both sports at this point.
Here's a brother Nathan here, who is 5-time Arizona State horseshoe pitching champion.
And he says that Nathan's been whipping him a little bit lately. Walter, who's going to the World Championship later on in July.
And going for Bowler of the Year again as Nathan. Yes, you can tell they're brothers.
Walter would put a 258 game. In the second game, he'll be going against Bob Vespi in the semifinal.
Professional that he is, taking just as much time as he would if he were in the lead in preparation for the shot.
Having a little fun with Walter. Week off, Amleto going home, and he's keying really for the last 2 big tournaments on the ABC television with Spring Tour, Wichita, and the Choice Hotels Classic in Edmond, Oklahoma.
Finishing strong the way he'll want to begin when he returns. Remember, Walter Ray in his first match defeated Mark Scroggins 267 to 236. Now he's come up with a 258, and soon to step in will be his next opponent, Bob Vespi. 191. Finishing with the 3